My name is Dan Smith. I'm the basic course director at Bradley University, but for several years before that, more than I would later admit or count, I was the director of forensics. And in 1994, when I went to my first ISTA conference, Dick Hunsaker asked some of the schools to put together a performance panel, simply to increase the amount of communication, say, between the high school and the college circuits, the 2-year and the 4-year circuit. And it was something that I learned a lot from, but somehow along the way kind of fell by the wayside. And so now that I seem to have a little bit more time in my life, it seemed to be something that was worthy of bringing back. If you don't slavishly keep up with the results from college forensics, last year was a banner year for programs in the state of Illinois. Between the two nationals that the 4-year schools attend, AFA and NFA, there are 23 titles available when you include the Pentat titles. Students from Illinois schools won 12 of those. And at NFA, we had 3 schools in the top 6. So it seemed like a good year to bring back some of these performances. We're actually, with our first performance, we're accomplishing a bit of double duty because our first performer is also an icta award winner. So to handle that part of the presentation, I'm going to turn things over to my friend and Associate Dean, B.J. Lawrence.
Getting tired of seeing me today, but it's such a treat to recognize our incredible award winners through the Illinois Communication and Theater Association. And as Dan said, this afternoon we are presenting the L.E. Norton Undergraduate Award as the Outstanding Higher Education Speech Student, and this is going to Katie Brown, a theater performance major at Bradley University. Katie has, as you will see, really demonstrates the award's recognition of significant contributions to college, to his community, and to the discipline. So Katie is recognized as really an exceptional student. Dan Smith, basic course director and former director of our speech team, described Katie in his nomination letter as a serious and diligent student, both inquisitive and involved. Faculty in the Department of Theater described Katie as a refreshing, challenging student who is dedicated to his education. Katie is a transfer to Bradley from Lone Star, Texas College and the North Harris speech team, and he quickly integrated into the Bradley community and became exceptional in a number of different roles. As an actor, KB shines on the stage. He's really a marvelous person to watch, whether he's in theatrical roles, as he was last year with the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee at Bradley, the Kentucky Cycle at the California Repertory Theater, or as Romeo in Romeo and Juliet at the Shakespeare in the Vines Theater. That's just a few of his listings. As a communicator, stated Dan Smith again, KD's skills are unparalleled. In his first year on the Orator National Championship Bradley University team, he consistently proved these skills. In 2012, while a competitor at the Lone Star North Community College, KB was the national champion in dramatic interpretation at AFA. As a member of the Bradley University speech team, joining the team in the fall of 2012, KB in the spring of 2013 won the American Forensic Association National Championship titles in prose interpretation, dramatic interpretation, and duo interpretation, along with winning the National Forensic Association National Championship as the overall speaker in that category. And into this historic Bradley University team, helped lead that team to the American Forensic Association and the National Forensic Association Championships. An exceptional year led by an exceptional student. Ken Young, the current director of forensics at Bradley University, compared a coaching session with KB as approaching a character analysis, as a surgeon dissecting psyche with a scalpel-like precision. He'll explore a character's mindset over and over and over again until he gets it just right. And then he understands the importance of bringing justice to a particular role. Very methodical. KB is also the face of Bradley University. He's our national marketing champion. He's on multiple occasions. He's been on our Bradley Spotlight on the Bradley website, our web-based marketing forum. He represents Bradley in local, regional, and national conferences. The president calls frequently on KB to perform and to speak to Board of Trustees and to all of the many of the important visitors who are on campus, and he serves as a Bradley star, directing prospective students around campus, selling them on Bradley University, which he does quite well. So whether KB is on stage, whether he is on the forensic circuit, whether he's coaching for Bradley University, on the stage in the Department of Theater, or guiding prospective students around campus, KB excels as a student of recognition. And I think you will all understand after you see him perform that you will understand the need to congratulate him totally and recognize him as the L.A. Norton Award for the Outstanding College Student. So KB.
Our goal today, we have 3 performances for you. What we like to do is try to have maybe 5 minutes of questions and answers or comments that you might have after each performance. And I would like to, at that time after each performance, to introduce you to the coaches of these students so that you might be able to discuss things with them. You've heard a list of KB's accomplishments. I was very excited to get him to commit to this because I knew I had at least 4 events that we could pick from, depending on who else we could get. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you the 2013 AFA champion in prose interpretation, KB Pratt.
It was love, and at first sight, I held my son, Zach, watched his tiny little chest pumping up and down. His lungs weren't developed enough to give oxygen to his brain, which resulted in Zach's mental retardation. Why sugarcoat that? Zach is an 8-year-old in a 24-year-old body. I love my son, but as much as I try to engage Zach, I run. And I run because of guilt. I run because he was robbed, and therefore I feel robbed. And I'm still running. I mean, the longest we'd ever spent alone together was a week. We needed time together, and we needed to fall in love again, which is when I first get the idea. We need to drive across country. Who's gonna go? Just the 2 of us. Oh. You don't sound very excited, Zach. No, Dad, I'm very excited. I just had this idea that I think you'd really like. Yeah, maybe we can fly. Flying is always faster. Yeah, but flying is for pussies. Dr. Colin Cameron's symbiotic disability theory suggests parents and their disabled children develop a symbiotic relationship in which both parties develop meaning, clarity, and value for a mutual connection. Author Buzz Bissinger explores the complexities of his own relationship with his disabled son, and in the process takes us on the journey of the trip that ultimately redefined their bond. Father's Day by Buzz Bissinger. Initially, I think it should be a trip that expands Zach's horizons. but I had to keep it familiar enough to allow Zach to function. So I recall his forever felt liberation in amusement parks, and the destination from Philadelphia becomes self-evident. Six Flags, yes! Can we ride the Dragon's Wing, Dad? Yeah, it's the one where we're bungee jumping, and then while you're in the middle of the air, 2 weeks later, our bags are packed. I placed my camera bag snugly on top of the suitcases as I head outside to pack up the minivan. Zach's memory is mostly made up of images. Off we go, Zach. What do you think? Pretty crazy, huh? No answer. That indicates stress. And now I'm stressed. I rip open a pack of processed turkey meat, and I shove several pieces into my mouth as I head outside to pack up the minivan. I'm packed. Good. Did you brush your teeth? Did you pack your toilet kit? Yes, Dad, I'm ready. Oh my God. Good. Then we can go. No, wait. There's something on top of the minivan. Apparently, I forgot to put that turkey away. Pretty stupid of me, huh, Zach? Well, yes. We leave Pennsylvania, and the miles just crawl. At the start of this trip, I had vowed to connect with my son on a deeper level. Go to emotional crevices we had never gone to before. So I asked him, Zach, do you know what brain damage is? When your brain's not a little right. Do you know your brain's not a little right? Yes? How do you know that? I just know from my brain. I wasn't expecting for him to say that he knew his brain was not a little right. That's the risk I took by asking. I mean, I'm gratified. He isn't just floating in happy ignorance. He is aware of himself. But to have your child, any child, say that they know their brain isn't right is just unimaginable. I've lived with that knowledge since he was born. How does he live with it? The sign proclaims, "Welcome to Indiana." We stopped at a Best Western for the night, and as we're unpacking in the parking lot, I set down my camera bag and I turned to him. Zach, we made it. We ate cookies, we listened to the Cardinals game. What could be better than that, huh? Come on, tell me anything, okay? Anything. The next morning, we're headed to Six Flags. I was all my bags on my shoulder. And then I placed them down. My camera bag's missing. Now, it contains about $5,000 worth of equipment, and my first thought is Zach is to blame. Why can't he help me with the driving? Didn't he notice that I was tired after driving 300 miles? Why do I have to be the only person to take care of him? So I race over and I ask Zach, have you seen the camera bag? No? I can't believe that. We're fucked, Zach. Zach, do you understand that? Yes? Then what am I supposed to do? I don't know. Of course you don't know. Can we still go to the amusement park? Fuck the amusement park, Zach. I'm convinced now that I've forced this trip down Zach's throat because I am boring into my son like a lab rat. And then I respond by getting angry when he's done nothing. We will go to the amusement park. That's the least I can do for him. So we get in the minivan, and we forge ahead, and not 5 minutes into our trip, my cell phone rings. They found the camera bag. Do you think they took some pictures, maybe? That actually never occurred to me. We finally make it to Six Flags, and the first ride we hit is the Dragon's Wing. Now, basically, you're hoisted 153 feet high to the top of the crane, and then Yeah, you bungee jump into a horrific free fall. I can handle roller coasters, but I have never been dropped from a crane. Why would I do that? Why would I make a terrible error in judgment. Zach, you still want to try it? Yes? Wrong answer. We're attached to a cord at the top of the crane, nose to nose, and two workers from down below get clearance, and they count down for us. 3, 2, 1, go! Plug it, I pull the ripcord, and we free fall. And my arms are wrapped around Zach, and his arms are wrapped around me, and we are just falling faster than I thought possible. And then we fling out into the sky, and I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, and Zach is holding me. Arm around arm, shoulder against shoulder. The same way I held him in the hospital. But now he's my lifeline. And I'm his, because if either one of us lets go, we will both surely share. A worker on the ground reins us in. I offer my expertise to the terrified virgins. Don't ever pull that cord. We made it, Zach. I'll never forget how beautiful that was. You would not let go of me. You know that? Yeah, if I let go, I would have fell off. You would have flown